start. Okay. Stand by. Stand by. Live.
Good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Ladd, and on behalf of the Natrona County Emergency Operations Center, welcome to today's COVID-19 Response News Brief. Today our presentation is going to be a bit shorter than normal due to President Trump's press conference that is scheduled to air at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time today. If you have any questions from today's presentation, please leave them in the comments. Our team will be working diligently following this presentation to address your questions online. Also, as a reminder, as soon as we go offline, we will be copying the script of today's presentation into our Facebook Live and YouTube Live accounts for your reference. Before we hear from the Casper-Natrona County Health Department and other community leaders, we want to address how we can continue to help each other during this difficult time. We as a community are better together, and in times like this, we must lean upon one another. Nationally, there is a shortage of necessary personal protective equipment like gowns, masks, and gloves. These items are crucial for medical and emergency services to use during this outbreak. We must save these items for those who will need them on the front lines. This is why you may notice dentists canceling routine cleanings and procedures, surgeries that are non-emergent being canceled, and other non-emergent services being canceled. In order to not cause other hardships in the wake of illness, we must work to protect our medical and emergent providers so we may continue to work and help the community. It is crucial they have the personal protective equipment that they need. The Natrona County Emergency Operations Center is standing up a donation center and is asking for donations of personal protective equipment to be redistributed within the community. If you have any donations of personal protective equipment, including masks, nitrile gloves, face shields, or gowns, please consider donating them. At this time, these are the only donations that are needed, and we kindly ask that other donations be held. The donation center is housed at the Mills Police Department. Please go to the front window located at 4800 West Yellowstone. It is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, please contact 307-439-1248. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Tanya Sutherland, Public Relations Officer for the Natrona County School District. We are dedicated to sharing educational resources to families during this time to assist in keeping students active and engaged in educational opportunities while keeping their health and safety as the highest priority. The Natrona County School District has created a landing page on our NCSD website, www.natronaschools.org. Please click on the page titled K-12 Educational Resources for Continued Academic Engagement, where we have listed numerous resources for all grade levels. These educational opportunities are not required for grading purposes during the March 16th through April 5th, 2020 closure. These activities are opportunities for review and practice. During this time, reliable and timely communication is more important than ever. Parents and guardians can check notification preferences within Infinite Campus to ensure they are accurate and up to date. This will allow teachers to communicate more effectively with all stakeholders during this time. You can view directions on how to ensure your Infinite Campus notifications are up to date by visiting our website. Please email communications@myncsd.org or call the IT helpline at 253-5306 if you need further assistance. Please leave a message and somebody will return your call as soon as possible. We greatly appreciate all parents and guardians for your continued dedication to keeping your child engaged in academic opportunities. Your partnership is critical for continued student success. We thank you. We truly are better together. The safety of our students, staff, and school families remains our top priority. We appreciate the patience and support of our entire community as we all work together to keep our schools, families, and communities safe. We will continue working in direct collaboration with the Casper-Natrona County Public Health Department, the Wyoming Department of Health, the Natrona County Emergency Management Office, and the Wyoming Department of Education, as well as other local, state, and federal expert agencies to monitor information and updates as related to COVID-19.
Good afternoon. I am Haley Bloom, and I'm the Public Information Officer for the Casper-Natrona County Health Department. Thank you for joining us today and for your assistance in providing and disseminating up-to-date factual information surrounding coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19. As of Friday evening, we have one confirmed positive case of COVID-19 in Natrona County. Statewide, there are 26 cases in the following counties: Sheridan, Laramie, Park, Fremont, Teton, Campbell, Carbon, and Natrona. The one Natrona County patient is a female in her 50s who was tested at one of Wyoming Medical Center's facilities last week. We believe she contracted COVID-19 from travel within the state of Wyoming over the last week. At this time, we believe there is no danger to patients who may have been at one of Wyoming Medical Center's facilities or the general public at this time. The confirmed positive case, as well as her immediate household members, are currently self-quarantining at their home at the recommendation of health officials. Over the weekend, the Casper-Natrona County Health Department and the Wyoming Department of Health completed contact tracing on this positive case. Contact tracing is extensive, detailed, and extremely time-intensive. It includes interviewing the positive patient, gathering travel history or possible places of exposure, and identifying and reaching out to it at any possible contacts as soon as possible. This process takes approximately 36 to 48 hours for each positive case. Over the weekend, we made contact with anyone who was potentially exposed or possibly at risk of illness. If you were potentially exposed or were at risk of exposure from this case, you would have already been contacted. Anyone who was identified as exposed or at risk is taking the necessary precautions, such as self-isolation. Those individuals are also undergoing testing and are under the care of medical providers. We want to remind the public that not everyone who was potentially exposed will become ill, but we are taking appropriate precautions to avoid spread of the illness within the community. As of this morning, there have been 83 tests performed in Natrona County. Also, as of this morning, 66 have been processed and confirmed negative, 1 has been confirmed positive, and we are still awaiting results of those other 16 tests. Results are taking between 1 to 3 days to be returned. We are working with large medical providers within the county to coordinate shipment of tests for increased timeliness in the return of results. The Wyoming Department of Health Public Health Laboratory is currently working to increase the speed of results to communities. Over the coming days, representatives from the Casper-Natrona County Health Department will be going around to establishments and businesses to answer questions and provide recommendations on how businesses can continue to operate under the current guidance from officials. This includes information on social distancing and other precautions. We have received several questions regarding the status of salon closures within Natrona County. We understand your concerns, but as a reminder, per the order that was signed by Natrona County Health Officer and the Wyoming State Health Officer, salons are ordered to be closed within Natrona County until the date of the order. The Casper-Natrona County Health Department hotline is still a resource for those who have questions, need information, or are experiencing symptoms and do not have a primary care provider. This line is currently operating Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please note that this is a Natrona County hotline, and we are unable to provide many resources or specifics to those outside of Natrona County. If you're experiencing symptoms, please call your primary care provider first. If you do not have a primary care provider, you can call our hotline at 577-9892. Again, we do not want citizens self-reporting to the emergency room. This places unnecessary burden and risk onto our medical services. If you're experiencing significant shortness of breath, please call 911. Due to an increase in call volume, if you need help with information, events, or things unrelated to symptoms, you may contact us at covid@cnchd.org. We are responding to all emails as quickly as we can.
Good afternoon. I'm Christy Blyzeffer with Wyoming Medical Center. Our telehealth hotline for screening respiratory symptoms is now open. Please call 307-233-7288 if you are suffering respiratory symptoms such as fever, cough, sore throat, nasal or chest congestion, or other symptoms. You will be evaluated by a registered nurse and will be asked several questions regarding your symptoms and COVID-19 screening history. You will then be able to set video telehealth appointments with a medical provider to treat your respiratory illness or symptoms, receive medical advice, or be referred to the respiratory symptom screening clinic or another level of care. This hotline is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Again, the hotline number is 307-233-7288, and it is for Natrona County patients only. The hotline is meant to supplement the services offered at the Respiratory Symptom Screening Clinic's physical location at 245 South Fenway Street. This walk-in clinic also evaluates respiratory symptoms and is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Please go to wyomingmedicalcenter.org/respiratory for full details. As always, please call 911 if you are experiencing respiratory distress or another medical emergency. Wyoming thanks you all for your cooperation and support in this time. Thank you.
This concludes today's Natrona County Emergency Operations Center COVID-19 Response News Brief. Thank you all for joining us today. We're continuing to work around the clock here at the EOC to provide you with the latest and most accurate information about this outbreak in our community. As new information emerges, that will continue to be gathered and communicated as needed during these 3 p.m. news briefs Monday through Friday. Again, thank you for your time. Please keep yourselves and your families safe.